Don't worry, guys, I'll entertain you all. I'll talk while they're not here. Hi, this is Joe's solo show. This is what we're gonna do if you ever get a Patreon.
Do a little clap sync?
Logan, you edit this. Do we need to do a clap sync?
We're just going to keep doing it. Not at all, but, it's a good idea.
That's awesome. Okay,
I think we should do it, though.
2, well, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Hey! That was spot on.
That was
That was good.
That was not good on my end.
Well, I saw timing on this.
That's so
one.
funny.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, welcome.
All right.
Welcome back to the Palace. This is now episode 3 of BD's Palace. This is the podcast that will be going up to YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and there's one more that I forget about, but I'll remember eventually.
Woo.
But
We're taking over the podcast
we're
scene.
getting places, and we're not just one place, so you have multiple choices to choose where you want to listen to us. So,
And you can do it as many times as you want.
with that being said,
But fellas,
I hope everyone's week
prefer
was good.
Spotify.
I hope that this goes up in a reasonable amount of time so we can start putting these up weekly. This is Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. Wait, hi, I'm Joe.
This is Logan.
Hello.
And
That's it.
now we commence the third episode of
and you are
I'm BD.
your BDs.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
He
not.
is
I'm not.
Yeah, canonically you are.
Well, in a sense.
Have on the first episode did we talk about why it's BD's
Yeah,
palette?
because in a sense we're all BD if you think about it.
Well, no, Matt's definitely BD if I remember this.
I mean, maybe you're not.
Well,
but
the story.
I'm not.
The story is further down the road. It's gonna
okay, fine.
It's gonna be a little bit till that comes out.
Is that we're keeping the lore a secret?
Yes.
Some locked podcast
Wow,
lore.
okay.
You have to put
Hell
the
yeah.
hours in to understand the lore. It's just how it
We're
is.
just like Minecraft YouTubers.
Anyways, what are we doing today? What's going on?
Well, I was thinking about doing a little bit of podcasting.
it sounded fun to me.
Yeah. Matt, you kind of did the legwork and have the topics
Okay.
this time around, so I think you can kick it off.
I could pull up a couple topics. Today's shitty news stories. I guess not shitty, but I guess more or less interesting. I was not set up for this, so I'm getting myself set up. Like usual.
Oh yay, a banger of an episode, gentlemen.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
Okay. So, the first news story that we're going to be talking about, which I thought was actually pretty interesting. I heard it this morning on the radio driving to work. Because of the significant heat wave that we're having, there are dead bodies turning up from a slowly lowering Lake Mead in Las Vegas. And there is one body dated on May the 1st that was found inside a barrel, like a wood and metal strap barrel, with a gunshot, and he was just found in the barrel. Skeleton remains from dating possibly to be dumped between the 70s and 80s when the mobs were running
Oh shit.
the Las Vegas and whatnot. So, now, there's been a total, I think, of 4 bodies. I only have details on 2 bodies. So, we're going to go to the next person who was, I don't know any of the names. I don't think they had any of the names released. But partial human remains were found on Boulder Beach area on July 25th. And this is all, I believe, 2022. If I am not mistaken. So, pretty interesting subject. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I think
Well, I
it's
mean,
the
that's
beginning of the
pretty-
apocalypse. Because it's no coincidence that this is happening in Las Vegas worse before anywhere else. You know, they've been being hit with droughts for years now. And I think this is our creator coming to, give us what we've sown. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going with a religious extremist angle on this one.
I dig it.
That'd be pretty wild if up until now I just had no idea you were that religious. I almost got thrown through a loop.
You thought I was like a devout Christian.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
Father
dude.
Almighty.
I learned a new thing today.
I'll quote some scripture if I have to, man.
That's alright.
Just as long as you're a
You
priest.
don't need to do that.
Don't diddle no kids.
Okay, dude.
All right, that was probably a little.
He's
that
like,
was probably a little.
What's with all the stipulations?
that was probably a little bit too early
How am I
for a
supposed to be
pedophilia
the
joke.
devout Catholic and priest? If
Only five.
But Joe,
6
how would you
minutes
explain
in.
it if not that?
Gentlemen, 6 minutes
How
in,
would I
and there's
explain- I
already
don't
been a
know, I'm
rape,
not a
rapist
scientist.
joke.
a pedophile rapist.
Okay, so
Same
demonetized.
It's the same shit.
Yeah. That,
How do you explain it, Joe?
Well-
If you think I'm such a kooky Christian, huh?
I don't know. Why are you trying to argue? I don't know these things. It got hot because we've been destroying this planet, and us as Americans need to take control of this.
I agree with everything you just
How?
said. I just don't think it's climate change. I think it's just God.
You think it's just God?
It's just God. He's making it hotter.
Well, I mean,
Is he gonna come down through the lights like the
No.
Goofy Goober fucking song?
oh, that'd be cool.
He just comes
Wait,
out with
are
the
you-
guitar.
That
and
wasn't
fucking
God. That was
long-ass
SpongeBob.
boobs.
that was SpongeBob. That wasn't even God.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that how he's gonna come down?
He wasn't even depicting God. He was depicting an angel.
When I see
It'd be
God,
fitting.
I expect him to come
Wait.
down, screaming, fucking in a blaze of glory, just letting it ride on some cables, because he really can't fly and he's not real.
Yeah, God's actually
This is
just an
a great-
Amtrak.
Yeah.
This is dude. That'd be so cool if it's just like the pearly gates open and it's just a train.
Dude,
Little
autistic
halo
people
on it.
everywhere would just be so happy.
Dude, I want to get that. I want to get that guy. The Francis. Is it Francis Bourgeois? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, dude. Yes.
The, I want.
I
him
would,
on
I would
the
love to
podcast.
get him on the
I-
podcast. He
We could
seems
get
like
him.
a very interesting
He-
individual, and I'm curious to know
He seems.
all that he knows about trains.
I want to know how to be that happy.
Trains.
You know what I mean?
Trains.
I want to learn happiness from that man. He just looks so like full of joy
Yeah,
whenever
jolly.
he sees
Whenever he
goes
that camera
and sees
angle,
trains.
that camera angle, that was amazing.
Best camera angle. What I don't even
Best
know.
camera
There's nothing
angle
wrong
in
with
the
that
world.
angle.
The best. Okay, so
Yeah.
on to the next
he's an
shitty
artist.
news story. Lady drunk driving in a golf court on Florida I-95.
Which I think is awesome.
How fast
I
was she
think
going?
We should.
It doesn't say, but it was a woman with an open bottle of Jack Daniels. Regular fucking big bottle of Jack Daniels whiskey, right? In a brown bag, so she was responsible in that respect, that she had a brown paper
Yeah.
bag wrapped around it because
She
people
thought
could see
ahead.
it. So I respect her for that. And she was not only on the freeway, she was drunk driving on the freeway. And she's a 58-year-old woman who was sadly arrested Saturday night on the shoulder of Interstate I-95.
Did she have a GoFundMe yet?
I think we should start one, though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And then
Because
all,
honestly, if she was
all
making
the
good time,
profits, all the profits will be to get her out of jail and get her more Jack Daniels.
yeah, enable her.
And maybe a new golf cart just to say fuck it.
A faster one so she could keep
Yeah.
up easier on the
Yeah.
highway.
We'll make it
Some golf
street
carts
legal.
can
Street
go.
legal golf
Yeah.
cart.
That's my thing is,
Logan.
I think you should be
Go
able
for
to
it.
drunk drive in a golf cart on the highway as long as you're just like going with traffic and you're not making any waves.
Well, I would say as long as you're like okay with like dying. Like if you get killed, it's not on
No
you.
one else
if-
is liable.
If,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
okay
like
with you
you,
dying,
like, throw a
and there's a
liability out the window.
possibility of you killing somebody else, if you're okay
Yeah.
with that, Because there could be someone on a motorcycle that doesn't see you swerving in and out of traffic, and then boom, you got a motorcycle rider going right through your windshield.
I mean, Logan, I mean, the area where you delivered pizzas in, did you not encounter just people riding, like, drunk as shit, driving golf carts down the side roads?
You know, I wasn't really in that wealthy of an area. I delivered to the people.
It's in the area of where you delivered, because I've encountered a bunch of them, too.
Well, what I saw instead were just people who already had DUIs driving drunk on their, like, e-bikes and stuff, because you don't need a license for that.
But you
that
could
is
still,
the newer
you could still get a
age one.
DUI on a scooter, an electric scooter.
You can get a DUI on a horse.
You can get a DUI on
You know
a
that?
bicycle.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a bike?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On any sort of
Anything
any sort
that
of vehicle,
moves,
whether pedal
anything
or
that
motor.
moves, whether it's
Yeah.
your propulsion or explosive combustion.
People like the one that always gets me is people that get DUIs on the lawnmowers.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up. That's un-American.
Because they
They're not going
they
that fast.
can't get a car.
They're not going that fast.
They can't get a car. They're not going to own a bike because they got their biking privileges.
No biking
So
license.
they're like, well, I can take my lawnmower because you don't need a license or anything. You know what's funny? You don't need a license for a lawnmower.
No, you don't.
Yeah, good.
You could just just I mean, like, yeah, that's a good thing. But like, you know how weird, like, a rideable vehicle, you need a license for almost any other kind, really.
But
You need a
because there's a
license for
blade
a
on the
fire-
bottom that spins, it's
Yeah,
like safe enough.
arguably more dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
Arguably more dangerous, and you don't need any sort of
That
license.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I think
That's
that
so
a
funny.
forklift is safer than a lawnmower.
That's like where my grandparents live. It's like a farming town, and like just seeing people just driving tractors down the side of the road and shit like that. I mean, you see that here, but it's like county workers for the most part.
Yeah,
You
true.
see like the mowers and stuff, but like going to like a really rural part of like any place, and just like where tractor, like people, like some people just don't have cars,
Yeah, yeah.
have like tractors, and it works.
Yeah. Around here, there's a lot of utility workers that drive the backhoes and stuff around to get from job to job.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Backhoes, front end
seen that
motors.
too. There's this one guy. I used to work with him. He used to work at the pizza place I used to work at, and or I work at. But he's a dirt grader. I think that's what you call him. He like levels out the dirt and everything like that. But he'll like park his truck in like one neighborhood, and he'll have like 3 sites around. And he'll just drive that bitch around.
When you said dirt grader, I thought you meant he was the guy who's like, this is coarse dirt, this is fine dirt, this is grade
to see if,
A.
to see if it's contaminated or
No,
whatnot.
is it called grading?
Yeah, grading.
This is
Is it
3-star
called-
dirt
is-
right here.
You do
Yeah.
do grade. You do grade.
This is top quality dirt. You could pay a good.
This is actually stuff that I'm
grade.
knowledgeable
Okay.
in. You do grade dirt. You do grade dirt. But you
Yeah.
inspect
I-
inspect dirt to figure out the type. You grade it to flatten it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
I hate Florida dirt so much because at least around here, because it's just
That's
sand
all it is.
with like weeds in it, and it sucks.
You got any wacky people on a delivery lately? Because I have a real
No,
doozy
not really.
of a guy I used to deliver to pretty regularly.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
His name was Bob. He was in his 50s and he lived with his parents. I didn't know that for a while because he was the
Oh.
only one who was home.
Bob
But
lives with his
I would
parents.
deliver him like usually 2 subs and then between 1 and 6 bottles of Bud Light. And this was happening once a week. He would
Hell
order, drunk, open the door drunk as fuck. And eventually me and him developed a rapport. So one day he's like, "Hey man, do you like music?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." I just go with the flow with these people. And he invites me inside his house, like in his room.
Yeah.
And at
Oh.
that point the alarm bells kind of start to go off.
Yeah.
But I decide, you know what? You only live once. This guy seems like friendly. I'm gonna see what his room looks like. And dude, he had a lot of cool guitars, a couple nice amps, and offered to give me guitar lessons for free, which
Really?
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah, and it sucks because the week after that, he called and ordered just 6 beers, no food.
Oh.
And
Uh-oh.
as I'm driving like to the place
Wait,
with
you
this
could
with this bag of beer,
Do that?
no, you can't.
Yeah.
My boss called me
Oh.
and he was like, "You're not delivering that. Turn around right now." His dad said that he can't have any more Bud Light or
Oh,
food.
Could
So,
you
yeah.
imagine
That's
awesome.
the father of a 50-year-old man calling you to tell the people that he called and is probably paying for it, or
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
they were.
the father's paying for it.
there. I don't know if it's like this anywhere else, but like Englewood, I dox this, but
I'll censor it.
I think I've said okay, but I
Englewood,
think
New
I've said it
Jersey.
before. I
Englewood,
don't care.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
That's an actual place.
Englewood, California.
That's.
Okay, I'm gonna have to censor all of these, so just.
Well, can we say it's the place where Danny Duncan lives?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right, fuck
can
it.
say
All right,
that.
people just know where we live now, I guess.
Let's name drop.
Okay, who's gonna look? The people that watch us already know who we are.
Essentially.
Not for long, dude. Assuming
Yeah,
we
I
stagnate,
know.
maybe.
Yeah,
Who
I
knows?
mean the
Can never know what
you know,
happens.
the new unveiling with the third host. It was a very warm welcome, and I appreciate all the people that
Yeah.
stopped.
I wanted to touch on that,
giving
dude.
us a shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you guys
It's
so
fucking
much.
sick.
We almost hit 100
Yeah.
views on the second episode, and that's our second
close.
fucking video that went out. Like, that's crazy
Yeah,
to think
man.
about,
That's cool.
even if it is just people that we know. Thank you guys.
Yeah, and, like,
realistically. Thank
yeah.
you.
To everybody who like watched it, reached out to me or our friends or whoever and told us that you liked it, like you guys, keep it going. So thank you for real.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Don't
Spread-
forget to
spread the
share.
word, you know,
Don't forget
even-
to share.
Yeah,
Even if,
please.
even if you think it's kind of cringe, just
Tell
share
people
it for
about
us,
it. Tell
please.
people about it.
Yeah. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except our own respective families. I don't want my parents to know about this at all. So
Get your dreams crushed.
Not yet. Not
Yeah.
yet. Not yet.
Nah,
Not until you can prove it.
yeah,
Not until you can prove it.
yeah. I can prove it. But oh, fuck.
All right. White noise. Okay, another shitty news
Yeah.
story. I got three, so this is what I came prepared for. Woman set wrong house on fire. Right? Get that.
I feel like this is more of like an occurrence. Dude,
North-
we've been having a lot of like arsons and shit around Englewood
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
There's been a lot of things getting set on fire and shit.
I
I
don't
like
know
it.
if
I
it's
think it's cool.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
incriminating for me
Arson.
to say, but I set a golf course on fire when I was 14.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
kinda- yeah, you
Dude,
can't-
Google the statute of limitations on that before you say it. What the
Well,
fuck?
I got arrested
Well,
for it.
how
Oh, you did?
I did. I did.
Oh well, if it's
Oh,
something
okay.
you've already been
Okay,
tried
yeah,
for.
you're good.
I think so.
I thought you got away with it and just told on yourself.
No. Well, we were idiots and we decided to walk back through it while the firefighters were there. They're like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" We were like, "Oh,
Did
we
you guys-
just saw the
what's your-
fire and we decided to walk through."
Dude, that's pretty good.
Oh.
You guys had balls for
we're
that.
just gonna,
Yeah, well-
we're just gonna check it
We
out.
were just in the area,
Yeah.
wandering.
Yeah.
We lived down the street, we got on our
As
bikes,
kids
bro.
do wandering through a
We
golf
just
course.
got on our bikes and we started riding down the golf course.
Dude, I miss that because when I was like 5 or 6, I lived like right on a golf course, and taking my little like Playmobil like Jeep through the sand pits.
Oh,
was,
wow.
like, it was so much fun.
I'm sure.
You started off-roading
'Cause-
early, dude. Wow.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. It was such a good time.
Oh,
And then there was one time where I was on my buddy's swing set, and when I jumped off the swings, I landed right into a cluster of palmetto bushes, and I tore the shit out of my legs and arms.
nice.
Dude,
And
yeah.
I cried.
Florida's a hostile environment.
It
You gotta
is.
be tough to get
Florida,
through here.
it's the Australia of the United States.
I was just saying that the other day, yeah. It really
Yeah.
is.
It's so wild.
What about Hawaii though? I feel like that's
Hawaii is pretty intense.
Like Hawaiian people though, they have like a pretty cool culture. Australia was a penal colony, so it's just all the prisoners getting shipped off over there, and I feel like
There
that's
were-
pretty closely aligned with the whole Florida man thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like-
okay.
There's a lot of degeneracy in Florida.
Yeah. No, you're
It
right.
is a place of degeneracy.
It's like if Vegas was a
'Cause
state.
Yeah, it's like if Vegas had like water.
Yeah. If it had too much water.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause they got water.
Boys, I say we buy like a private island
I've been saving up. Yeah.
when we make enough money.
Let's do it.
Just build a compound on a private
We'll
island.
build our palace.
You know,
Maybe call it.
What do you plan on
maybe
doing
call
with that
it-
private island, Joe?
We
Because the
will
last guy I heard who
build
had one of those got into some pretty hot water.
And maybe call it something like like small Jimmy.
Little
know?
Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
Yeah, little Jimmy.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we'll call it little Jim. We'll call it Little Jimmy Island, and we'll have a good time. And we'll just do nothing but we'll game. We'll be gamers there.
Smoke
Dude.
weed
Okay,
We'll be
Drink
gamers with our
alcohol. And game.
build a statue of
a
Moloch,
lot of-
the owl god.
And game.
Owls are pretty cool.
Owls are.
I like
pretty cool.
owls, but we should have a giant statue of an eye. Have you seen an eye before?
No.
No.
Logan, I'm gonna need you to put. I'm gonna Google a picture of it,
Yep.
and I'm gonna need you to edit it into the podcast.
Yep. Because I googled AI, and it's just the protagonist of
That's not
Super
it.
Monkey Ball, which I didn't know that's what their name was. But
I
now you
never
know.
played
Fun
that
fact.
game. I
No, it looked
never
really
played
good,
that.
but I didn't have an iPod Touch when I saw a video on YouTube, so I couldn't get it.
I
and
thought that
forgot.
shit was on PlayStation 3.
It's on everything, dude.
Is it really?
It's an institution, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Let's see if it'll send. My internet's kind of bugging out.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of private islands and stuff, I feel like we have to bring up the whole Alex Jones thing.
Alex Jones got
You want to
into...
talk about Alex Jones would be fun.
He got into private island stuff?
No, but he
he's
reports on the
just-
type of people who do.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I think I might have sent it in the chat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's sent.
Oh, shit. Hold on. We fucked
That's
up.
a nice looking animal.
Yeah, man. We should get a giant statue of that.
Oopsies.
Yeah, dude, yeah. That'd be our patron saint. I like that.
Yeah. I thought about for like other YouTube content to do. I want to do videos on animals, but I want to do it in my own way. But I don't know what that way might be.
The way you tell me on the couch, have you ever heard of this animal? Just do that.
You should just
Just
set
we
up
need to
a
record
camera.
you when you do that.
You should just set up a camera at the edge of the couch and just sit there and be like, hey.
Just be
Just in a very nice whisper voice, you be like, hey.
Oh, you want me to?
Have you ever
answer?
heard of this animal?
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the red panda?
Tell me more. That's what everybody would say.
Fuck you.
I'm down. I will watch this. I will personally condone this to every living human being that I ever see.
All right. I'll be the new animal YouTuber. I'm the new Zafrank.
Dude,
Give you like the interesting facts about like every animal.
You gotta do important
There's, like,
facts
the-
too, though.
Huh?
So you gotta do important facts too.
Well, okay, there are not going to be a lot of animals that'll have important facts. I don't know what that means by important facts.
Like, what they?
I'm gonna always have dick sizes.
How
dick sizes and pussy sizes.
the duck will be the winner. The duck will be the
The
winner.
duck?
No, it's I believe like what has the largest penis to like body size is like a slug, I think, or like a
It's
snail.
me, dude.
There's one more. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. You're like right above that, just by
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah, I beat the slug.
Yeah, the slug has. There's. I think it's a slug. There's like one like slug that has a penis that's like the size of its entire body.
Wow.
What?
Dude, I hope I get reincarnated as that when I die.
I know, right?
The time I got reincarnated
But I
as
think
a slime
obviously it's
is
the,
a great anime.
Yeah, it is.
Have you ever seen that,
Um,
Logan?
Ooh, I know you want to talk about Alex Jones, but if we want to get into some anime news,
Yeah.
I know Logan's excited about this too because we talked about this today. Chainsaw Man, the anime coming out.
Yeah, dude, big deal.
Looks sick. Looks fucking awesome. I've been reading the manga ever since I saw the trailers a couple days ago, and it seems like it's a good quality family fun anime to watch. So I'm looking forward to that when that comes out. It's gonna be pretty sick.
Do you know when it's coming out?
October, I think.
October.
Of this
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
this year.
Yeah, I like that they announced it like 2 months ahead of the release for like the release date.
I think they had like the stills for it.
They had a soft launch
what,
like a year
10
ago, but
Yeah.
it's just a pain in the ass when they give you the date and it's like a year out, and it's like, okay, why didn't you just wait? Why didn't you just fucking wait to tell
Yeah, that's fair.
It's the same thing with the games too.
Yeah,
me?
I hate when companies do that, especially when video
we
game
touched on
companies
that
do
last.
that.
Don't get me
I
started.
believe we touched on that last podcast.
Yeah,
Did we?
I think we did.
for a couple minutes, yeah.
Very shortly, we did touch on shitty fucking game producers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just because video games just suck now.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But
the idea that they have for it sucks.
I think the ideas are good, but just the corporate fucking media churning out projects
Yeah.
year after year kind of dilutes like the concept into, a rehash of shit we've already seen year over year.
Yeah,
because like the best ones are always just like smaller devs that were like way more creative, didn't have anything that restricted them.
absolutely.
Didn't have to go buy all these like fucking. It was when it was more like just very artist driven
Mhm.
instead of, by this metric, if you make a game that revolves around this, it'll sell this many units.
Right.
Like people don't take. It's what people game critics have been saying for a while, but they just like it seems like they lost like the edge to try anything new.
Yeah, and you see that in all fucking media now. Like TV,
Yeah.
movies, it's all sequels, it's remakes of
It's
shit.
all this, yeah.
Yeah.
Swap the
That
gender
seems
and
like
make it again. Make it live action instead of
Yeah.
animated. Make it animated instead of live action.
Ooh, I gotta take any animated show that turns live action is dog shit.
I'm
Yeah.
not watching the new Avatar for that reason, and I'm a fucking nut about that
yeah,
show.
no, there are certain things I even believe with
The
this,
Blue People
with, like,
Avatar?
the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No, Last Airbender.
No, Last Airbender. They're making a live action TV
never
show.
watching that.
Netflix is. And the
Yeah,
original
Netflix
creators
is.
used to be attached to the project, but they dropped out like halfway through. So,
Oh,
Doesn't
really?
look good.
If they dropped out, I'm
Oh.
sure we will too.
yeah.
Yeah. But, dude, it's like anything that's like. It was animated for a reason because it's so fantastical and insane that you can't do it in real life.
Well,
so why try to make it
Maybe
in real
maybe
life?
at that time. I do understand that now you could do a lot more. Is it gonna be as good?
It's
No,
still not
no,
good.
It's
Here's
not
the
gonna be
thing. Here's the
good.
thing.
But we are
It's
progressing.
Okay.
Just
We
let
are
animation
progressing in
run
a
supreme
sense.
and
We are.
make movies that are meant for live action. Then, just make movies
Or,
that are meant for live action.
Here's the thing.
Make
If they
cool
wanted to make a
spin on
live action
superhero
Avatar, they very well could have done that. Why do they have to use the exact same story as the original one? There's still so
And that's
much
another thing.
content in the Avatar
Yeah.
cinematic universe that like you could have done one on Kyoshi, the first
Oh,
Avatar.
yeah.
The list goes fucking on.
You could have just completely made up a whole new story just in the world, and it would have been fine.
Well,
Yeah,
they-
and
they-
you can
they
make the
did
argument that
that.
CGI has progressed to the
They
point where
did
live
that, I
action's
thought,
better
with,
now
with,
than it used to
with
be.
the
but
Legend of
fuck that.
Korra. I thought they did
I
that with
s-
the Legend of Korra, and it got bad backlash.
Yeah, and alleged. Well, that's just because it. I think Legend of Korra got. I don't think it was. It was nowhere near as good as the original Avatar, but I don't think it was necessarily.
There's a reason for that, by the way. Unlike Avatar, which got greenlit for the full 3 seasons right off the bat, which allowed the writers to like plot out the story arcs well ahead of time, Korra was greenlit season by season, and I think Avatar really excels at being like an epic, Homeric, like serialized type show, and Korra was kind of robbed of that through the executives at Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Because if you
'Cause I
can
don't
only do
really
one
watch
season
what
at a
was
time, you can't
coming
set
out.
up that much for the next.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that Legend
But
of
I think
Korra
it-
was
I think
still
the
with
world-
Nickelodeon when that came out. I thought that they just only did the Last Airbender, and then it was a different platform. I don't know
Nope.
why. I
Legend
thought
of
that.
Korra was like a pivotal thing for me because I remember that was like the last thing on Nickelodeon I watched before I like stopped really watching
too.
cartoons.
Me too.
And kind of like the only cartoons I really watched, like cartoons anime, was like the only thing that I really started to watch. But that's you can argue they're more adult themes, but they're whatever.
I mean,
But
at the end of
I'm
the
a
day,
huge
people
animation
that
guy.
don't
I
believe
love
in
animated
animation
shit.
and shit, well, I shouldn't say don't believe, but don't like animation, will always say it's for children, whether it
I
has
don't think it's real.
an adult mindset or a child mindset. They're all gonna say it's either
Yeah,
cartoons.
and they're
You know what?
That's
you know what's
just
kinda weird to
because
me?
that's just because they're fucking little incels and they didn't fucking get out of their shell when they were younger.
I wouldn't even call it that. There are some people that just don't like animation. That's fine, but I feel like you can say you don't like animation if you don't like CG because it's still animation.
Yeah,
You know?
in a sense, yeah. If you don't like CGI,
It's just ultra realistic.
yeah, absolutely.
But it sucks because it still looks fake. At least with animation, you can like separate that where it's like, oh, okay, this is an animated world. This makes sense why this guy looks like this.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like you see like who Mark Ruffalo and then he like gets all like green and stretchy while turning into the Hulk. And it's like,
Yeah,
all right, that
dude.
just doesn't look That looks so weird. That looks
It
gross.
just doesn't look realistic like a live action should look realistic.
Yeah, and I think what's it called? I haven't watched too much of it, but I think like a good example of somebody that made like a superhero show like well in live action was The Boys.
Oh, I've heard a
I
lot
think The
about that
Boys-
one.
Where it's more like dialogue driven and it's like more about like character growth, like character building.
Yeah,
It is about like big budget
and like a ton of social commentary too, right?
Yeah.
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 My bad if you already said that.
I never even heard of.
No. I
heard
didn't.
of The Boys. What is it on?
That's an Amazon
Never
exclusive.
heard of The Boys? Really?
Mm.
It's like massive. I haven't even like watched the entire first season. I've only watched like the first couple episodes.
Well, there you go, John.
Michael Reeves
You could
did a
watch
video.
The Boys, and you could also watch The Boys over at BD's Palace on Amazon. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Check her
right,
out.
on Amazon. There we
Subscribe.
go. Plug it.
Check it out. Don't forget to share,
Oh yeah.
because we
Another
will find
good-
you
I think.
if you don't share.
Yeah.
Like Liam Neeson.
Matt, did
I
you see
will find
Invincible?
And I will kill you. What happened?
Matt, don't try to kill our listeners.
Only if you don't share. If you share,
If you share, you get spared.
yeah, boom, right there. That's our slogan.
That's it. No more Fortnite.
$19.
I love that
Fortnite
guy.
card.
But
oh jeez.
what were you asking, Matt Logan?
Oh, if you'd seen Invincible, because I think that's the flip side, like a really good
Ooh,
animated based
Invincible.
superhero show.
Invincible's really fucking good. I liked Invincible a lot.
I've never. What
I
is
think it's
it
solid.
about? I've never heard of that either. I don't watch a lot of TV shows. Obviously, I just watch YouTube, so I don't know too much.
It's a superhero show. It's all animated and it's made by the same guy who made The Walking Dead,
Okay.
like the comic book
author.
series Walking Dead.
Oh,
yeah, the
gotcha,
author
gotcha,
of The Walking
gotcha,
Dead.
okay.
Not
Yeah.
not like the
Not
director.
A&E. Walking Dead.
Yeah, no, but and it follows like a kid whose dad's like essentially Superman, but like really fucked up,
Like a bad.
and like his
Superman?
struggles of becoming a superhero.
Yeah, but you
Kind
don't
of, yeah.
know until like the end
You
of
don't
the
know,
episode.
yeah. That's kind of a.
Oh, I guess we probably should have
Kind of a
spoiler
Is
warned
it
Yeah.
is it the white and red suit guy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay,
it's,
so
you
I've-
see the
I've-
meme where
I've-
he's like all caked
I've
up.
seen clips, but I've never sat down.
Yeah.
You probably saw the fight scene clip where he's just fucking everyone up, huh?
Probably. I've seen a lot of clips actually because
Man,
I do follow anime.
I do recommend
shit
that
on
show. It's
Instagram.
pretty good.
You do what is it called?
Invincible.
Invincible.
Is that on Amazon too?
It's on Amazon.
Because if it is,
Yeah.
check it
Yeah,
out
Amazon
with the
Video.
fucking podcast, guys.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You could watch the
Oh
movie
my
and
God.
then when you're ready to go to bed, turn on the podcast. You know,
Yeah, man.
just check her out. We're on four platforms. Our first episode's on Apple. I don't know if we're gonna continue with Apple. We might continue later down the road. So it's on 4 for right now. I think you guys can handle with 4. Eventually.
Clearly,
we'll
they've
get
already
more.
found it.
Eventually we'll get more. But that's when we really sit down and fucking have a place that we could call our own. Right now, this is just a little
Yeah, that's
stuffed.
Yeah, no, we're and you know what? It might just stay scuffed
That too.
because
That too.
What we're saying is don't expect too much.
Exactly.
audience.
yeah, no expectations low to keep the vibes good.
Yeah. Because we're not like those shitty
Yeah.
video game developers that want to produce something and put out it like shit. We're just going to put it out like shit because we want to put it out like shit.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I smoked.
It's intentional.
got
That
high.
means it's art.
Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah. You know, if we mean to post shit, you know. Okay, oh god.
Hello?
We need to keep on going. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, never mind. You cut out for a sec.
Well, I never got
Do
to
we do a little
finish
technical
the whole
difficulties?
wrong house set on fire, so I could finish that.
Oh. Yeah, you wanna tell us how some crazy bitch burned down a
Yeah,
house?
Yeah, you're
So
right. I'd
North
like to.
Carolina, is it Carolinian woman?
Okay, no.
Or is it just
North Carolina?
It was a North Carolina. I'm just going to go with the North Carolina woman.
North Catalonian.
A North Carolina woman seeking revenge on her ex-boyfriend set the wrong house on fire. It was a house that he lived at because he rented it. So it wasn't even his house, right? But the guy was at the house because the gentleman moved out, and she gets she gets the house on fire. It's going. The guy realizes it, runs outside with an AR-15, is pointing an AR-15 at this lady's face. She dips when he calls the cops, so she's gone. Cops find her. She gets arrested. She's charged with felony first-degree arson, assault with a deadly weapon, larceny of. I forgot this dude stole this guy's dog. I mean, this girl stole this guy's dog. So she got larceny.
Who steals a dog?
So she got larceny of an animal. Right? Bond set $102,000.
Holy shit.
So, needless to say, no one is paying her bond. For the good. Because why is it okay that she could just go out there and do that? So, anyway, got arrested. That's it. I think that's a crazy story.
And see, that's what I never understand about people. I don't get how people can just be that insane.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, he broke my heart, so I'm gonna burn down his livelihood, even though it's not even his.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I don't get why people do that.
There's a lot of hatred in people's hearts for some reason.
I wouldn't call that hatred. I would call that determination. A lot of people hate people, but it's a different kind of person who goes out and does something about it.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
One might even say go-getter.
Yeah, arguably even industrious, if you want to call it that.
Industrious. You know, a real. I forget what the name of that. You know, like the women are tough lady, and she has like.
Rosie the Riveter.
Like wearing all that. yeah. There you go.
The pinup girl.
Yeah, we should use that for GoFundMe when we make that. We're gonna do one for her too, and that'll be the her face photoshopped onto Rosie.
Men's for women's rights.
I'm going with the drunk driver on this one.
The drunk driver?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like your favorite?
Yeah, we should figure out who the best one is. Take a vote.
The best one.
I think we should do like a Florida man tier list or something like that.
Weekly roundup.
Cool
Pick the champ.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah, I like that.
We could have fun with like a Florida man tier list. I think S tier. My S tier pick is the guy high on bath salts that rips off the other dude's face.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah. That's the most iconic Florida man.
That is one.
You got to remember, Carol Baskins is also in Tampa as well. So we got the Tiger King lady.
That's true.
I think Joe Exotic is up with the face eater guy as far as like most prominent Florida men.
Yeah, but he's not a Florida man though. He's from Ohio.
But he is now.
Ohioan. This is why we hate Ohio.
You don't need to be a native to be a Florida man.
This is
no, but you do. Listen, that's our thing. That's Florida's thing. Okay.
No, the whole Florida man thing is because state Florida residents are legally protected from having their name disclosed. So by that logic, anyone here could be Florida man.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you don't have to be born here.
I'm talking about like, fine, whatever.
I mean, he did the Florida man shit in Florida, did he not?
No.
Oh, really?
He wasn't in Florida.
I thought it was.
Was he never in Florida?
I don't think so. No, he was never in Florida.
Where was he at? Ohio.
The whole time? Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're
Ohio
right then.
The entire time. Hold on, no, I'm gonna fact check this.
I could have sworn.
I don't remember.
I never watched it, so.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, where were you? That's all anyone did for that week.
I was high.
No, he was in Oklahoma.
So is everybody
else.
else.
Sex guru guy was in South Carolina.
Damn. Okay. Oklahoma.
Oh, so it was South Carolina.
And then big. That was the sex cult guy.
Oh.
Joe Exotic is Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Damn.
I knew he was in like the Midwest. He wasn't in Florida. Only Carol Baskins was.
That seems crazy to me that the Midwest could make a guy like Joe Exotic. I feel like that's exclusive to Florida.
Are you?
I haven't seen that much
the
of the
Midwest.
Midwest.
Is also,
It's just the bond
Midwest
that
is
that
just real
man
methy.
had with the tigers and
Yeah.
the lions.
Yeah.
what's it? The guy in Myrtle Beach is really fucking. He is a character, dude.
There's a guy.
What guy in
From
Myrtle
Myrtle
Beach?
fun. Have you seen the Joe Exotic documentary? Okay, so there's this guy and he owns like a big cat safari. It's called the Myrtle Beach Safari. But he has these like women that work with him that are like essentially like his. It's like he has like his own hair.
Oh, you're talking about Doc Antle. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Doc Antle. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't really know.
So
his
he's,
name.
No, you're
he's
good, yeah.
the literal definition of a country pimp.
Yeah, and he
he's
got
not even
animals in
country,
the mix
though.
too, which kind of makes it cooler.
Yeah,
He's a country pimp.
yeah, like he like one of the thing cubbing, where you go and pet the tiger cubs
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. He charges people extra.
Big money, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at
No,
what
I
point is it
remember
like the
I
people who
went
buy
to-
it, people who buys it fault?
I went to Carol Baskin's Big Cat Rescue.
For real?
I remember, when when I was like a lot younger.
Really?
Wow.
Did
I
you
remember
meet
going to this.
Baskin herself?
I don't know if I ever met Carol Baskin. I might have.
Dude, you
I
were
don't
within like
remember.
a stone's throw from her at one point in your life. That's nuts.
Yeah. I know I've been here before because I remember going to see like lions and tigers and stuff.
Wow.
When I was younger, I think I want to
'Cause
say I was
super
like
autistic about animals.
8 or 9. I was visiting New Jersey, and me, my grandmother, and my cousin, we went to a petting zoo, and I saw a donkey, right? So I was like, oh, cool, donkey, let's go see it. Donkey took his shit right in front of my face.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Like, his ass
Wow.
was, like, there. Because, like, there was a fence. Because, like, you couldn't pet him, those ones. There were other donkeys that you could pet. Because I guess they don't shit in front of you when you pet them, the other donkeys. Right? So,
You got the cheat donkey.
yeah, I got the
I want
fucking
the one that
the,
shits in
the
front of
fucking
me.
donkey
I
on
want to know that
laxatives.
he's that
Because it was
comfortable.
just spitting it out. Spitting
Yeah.
it out, bro.
Damn.
I was
Yeah, I remember when I went
traumatized.
to,
I never fucking walked up to a horse or a donkey ever again in my life after that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Dude, horses are terrifying, but I also really like horses.
Bro, a horse
What
could
scares you about 'em?
fucking destroy you.
Huh?
Not,
What spooks you about horses?
They're just so big.
bro. Do you know how much
They're
muscle
so big and
is on
terrifying.
those
They,
things?
yeah.
I could take them.
Well, my cousin,
One kick,
my cousin got
one
kicked in the
kick
head
to
by
the
one,
head, and you're done.
like survived. No, she got kicked in the head and
I
survived.
Yeah,
know,
or you could
there's,
just
there's,
bob it.
there's chances. There's
She's like
chances.
fine. Or you could
But like
what?
a good
Bob it,
fucking
dude.
What'd
Bob
you
weed.
say
smack.
again? Yeah, Logan, I want you to try to dodge.
I would succeed.
You would not. I don't believe you.
You don't have to, dude. I'll just show you.
I honestly.
If this
Dude,
video
rent a horse.
gets
Rent a
10
horse and I'll
likes,
prove it.
What? We can go to my aunt's farm
Really?
if I decide to talk to her again.
Oh, you should, so I can dodge the horse.
Yeah.
If this
So you can
video
dodge the
gets
horse.
10
Yeah, okay.
likes,
Yeah.
I will dodge a horse
Which
trying to
video
kick me in
gets-
the head, and I
Yeah.
promise you that. 10 likes.
we might not have a
Yeah.
co-host after that. But
Dude, don't doubt
That's
me.
okay.
Come on.
I don't think you'll die, but I do think you're getting hit
I'm not.
by the horse.
I'm not. And I'm going to do a counterattack, too. Because he tried.
Logan, how many horses have you come into contact with?
At least 7.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
I've been around horses, dude. From a young boy, I was riding the horses up about 30 minutes from where I lived in California. So it's not like I'm
young
straight out of
lad
the ponies.
riding his chariot.
Okay, man. All right. I remember when I went. Me and my parents went on a cruise to Alaska. That's gonna be the bougiest thing I'm ever gonna say. When
Alaska?
me and my parents went on a cruise to Alaska, yeah, we went to this dog sledding place where they train dogs for the Iditarod, and
Cool.
and but it was during spring, so there's no snow. So instead of having like snow, like snow sleds, they have these like lightweight aluminum carts that pull around like 5 people at a
No
time, and
shit.
they took us down like the mountain.
Whoa.
At a,
Damn.
at
It
a-
was
at a
really
slow
cool.
speed?
But
or
then
a
one
quick
dog,
speed?
it was like clipping along. I mean, it was just about as fast as like dogs can run with something attached to them.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like it wasn't like
You're moving.
I couldn't tell you the speed. I was like probably like 10.
Okay.
We also went whale watching and that was cool.
That's something
dude.
I'd
Saw
like to
killer
see.
whales.
Did you see those 2 people that got swallowed whole on the paddle boards?
Yeah, dude, the people that got in California.
What?
There was these 2 people that got swallowed by a whale. They survived. They got spit out.
Yeah.
Whales are
But they,
so
like-
fucking peaceful and beautiful.
Dude,
Yeah.
I nearly saw a whale eat a bald eagle when I was in Alaska, like doing the whale watching. Dude, it was like the most. That was like the most primal shit I've ever seen. Because apparently that like happens a lot.
They eat
A whale
Because
eating a
they'll
bald
breach.
eagle is commonplace.
Yeah, it's not like on purpose. Because
Oh.
so humpback whales, what they do is they make like a bubble ring,
Oh,
right? What
yeah.
that does is that like makes the krill go to like one area and condenses.
Oh, okay.
And that'll make fish come up and try to eat the krill, which makes bald eagles want to dive in. But then humpback whales will breach with their mouths open.
Yeah, it'll go right into its
And
mouth.
they'll just
Wow.
either that or like a bald eagle could land right underneath it and get sucked underneath through like the like the physics of the water when the whale
Yeah.
comes
Dude,
crashing down.
if you think about it, that's like the whale version of getting an onion ring with your French fries.
I don't. And see, I think the fucked up thing is
That's
I don't think
good.
they can digest bald eagles. I think
that.
they die.
Damn, really?
Yeah, no, like they eat krill for a reason.
That's
super
fair,
small.
dude. Otherwise, they just go for the eagles. You're right.
Yeah. Dude, imagine if whales were like ultra carnivorous.
That would
They're
Oh,
like
we'd
sharks,
be fucked.
right?
Well, yeah, that would technically
Yeah.
be sharks, but
Wait.
massive sharks.
Like the megalodon,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude,
Dude, but Alaska, I recommend we all go to Alaska for like a boys trip.
can we?
I would-
I'm down whenever you guys have
Definitely
time
go
off.
to
Yeah.
Alaska.
There's a dude, we could go to Eagle River, or like I think it's called Eagle
Yeah.
River. You go there and you do like this river tour, and it's all filled with bald eagles' nests. It's like the highest condensed place of bald eagles,
Dude.
No shit.
and you can go and see mountain goats. It's cool.
Just get stoned and look
Place
at
is
bald
sick.
eagles.
Hell yeah, man! You go talk to the natives.
Yeah.
Go and talk. To them.
Alaskans.
Yeah, what's it called? A buddy of ours did. Fuck it, I'll say his name. I don't care. John Michael, his cousin's Alaskan. He's pretty. He lives in Alaska,
Oh.
and he's married to an Alaskan
Hmm.
woman.
Dude, that'd be cool if John Michael were just like part Inuit.
Yeah. I forgot they were called Inuits. That's the name of them. I was gonna say Eskimos, but I feel like that was.
No.
It's not Eskimos, right?
No, you can't.
It's not.
Where
Okay.
is that a racial slur?
Yeah,
Don't make
it's
me
borderline
say
at this
the E
point.
word.
Is it? Is it really?
A lot
I
of
had
people
no
don't
idea.
like it.
Don't
Okay.
make
Yeah.
me say
Inuit
the
it is.
E word.
Don't make me say the word.
E.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Okay. How's everybody's days? Good? I had a good day.
Yeah, man.
It was good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
solid. I mostly just worked on
We got some things coming.
Me too, yeah.
You-
Like
Yeah,
now.
man. I was gonna be.
Should we leak the music?
The what?
Leak the music.
The intro
No.
music?
I think they would have heard it by now.
Should we leak it? It's all a joke that didn't plan out.
Joe, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, bro?
Hold on.
I can see your back, dude. You're sweating.
Is that the razor chair?
No. It's a gamer chair meant for fat people. It has a higher weight rating than the other ones because I'm so dummy thick.
Fair enough. Alright, silent spot. Yay.
All right.
Woo!
So,
The world's quietest podcast.
Yeah, literally. Welcome to the.
This is a banger of an episode, folks.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well, we were rolling.
out
in
of
the
everything
beginning.
you could
We're
do
so
in
full of
Alaska,
energy.
We were rolling.
I
in the
think I would
beginning.
want to just like go hunting moose right off the bat.
Go hunt a moose.
Yeah.
I would love
Is
to
that
go
allowed?
hunting.
Be
I've
terrible.
never gone hunting. But
I
do
think
wanna
at
go
certain
hunting.
times.
Yeah, I haven't either. I would want to start with like the top
Ooh.
dog, and I've seen videos of
Ooh,
people
we
hitting a
could-
moose with their car, and the car does not make it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
The
yeah,
moose
no,
will
no,
walk
no.
away. The
Moose are
car's
terrifying.
obliterated.
They're massive.
Bro,
Yeah.
they're like fucking
my
a ton.
old-
2 tons.
They tried to domesticate them, I think, in Russia, but it didn't pan out.
Oh really? They have moose in Russia.
I could have gotten the
I
country
guess,
wrong.
like,
I'm kind of dumb with geography, so don't quote me on that.
Well, I mean,
I
moose are
couldn't tell
mainly
you
like
where
Canada and
fucking Arkansas
Alaska,
is.
and like the
Yeah, let's say it's Canada then. That probably makes more sense.
yeah. But I mean, like Alaska used to connect to Russia, so there could be a possibility that there were some meese up in there. So
They
like,
shipped
it's
them
not.
off.
I don't know. I don't know that much about moose. That's one of the animals I never really geeked over.
Really? Out of all of them, dude, the moose didn't compel you?
The moose, I just like I had a respect for. I'm like I don't need to look into these guys. They're massive.
Were you
and I'll
scared to
never
look into them,
disrespect
Joe? Were you
them.
intimidated?
I was. I really was. Like they are an intimidating animal.
I don't even want to look at a
They're
picture.
massive.
dude.
My
Logan,
boss went.
I
okay,
wait
so my
for
old
the day
my
you
old boss
stand
went.
next to a fucking moose to see how big those fucking things are.
Oh, dude, I could take them.
No way.
I love the confidence.
The confidence
I mean,
is there. It is.
I wouldn't be able to fight the strongest moose. It would have to be in like the lower quartile of their population. But like
Yeah,
a weak
dude.
moose
So,
versus
like,
me?
So a child. A moose child.
Yeah, a baby moose. I could take a baby moose. Bare hands.
I'd fuck up a
Bare
baby moose.
With a gun, I can
No,
probably do
my
it.
boss. Dude, there are people that try to shoot moose with like the wrong caliber,
Oh,
and like
forget it.
bullets just don't do anything to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
They just don't.
You have to have like a high
They
power,
don't penetrate.
high caliber.
I would just bring dynamite, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go tannerite hunting for
then
moose.
you're,
Dude, put
then
on an
you're
old
ruining
prospector
the whole
outfit and
purpose.
just blow
The whole
geese.
purpose is to
I
eat
think
the
you can
moose.
just buy tannerite in Florida. What?
So the whole purpose is to buy a moose. I mean, eat a moose.
No, it isn't.
Well,
I just want the
I-
victory,
I-
dude. I don't care about the meat. I could buy beef.
I think
I would.
for when people
like some
hunt
moose
moose,
jerky.
I think it's for I think they hunt like bulls that are too aggressive and they're near like human population. So you go out and you call those ones and you leave like the ones that kind of like stay away from people.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like hunting elephants in Africa.
So I'd be a
you know?
bad guy if I killed a baby moose with my fists.
Yeah. I mean you would, yeah.
Did you hear?
I think
There
you'd
was this
be considered the
Italian
prime minister of
wrestler.
Canada if you did that to like an adult moose.
There was
With his
this,
bare hands?
No, I said you could just become Canada's prime minister.
Oh, I thought you said like that's what happened.
That's how Justin Trudeau became prime minister.
Dude.
He's prime minister, isn't he?
Yeah. Or whatever
They're
they
not
have.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have a prime minister.
You're right. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
There was this Italian, I think, infamous Italian wrestler. It was a girl, like infamous Italian like female wrestler, right? And
Okay.
she ended up wrestling a chimpanzee. It was either a chimpanzee or an orangutan. And
Yeah.
Oh, and she got killed.
she
didn't
got
she?
her head like
She-
either he snapped her neck as soon as like she got close, or he ripped her head off. I can't remember which it was, but either way, that's fucking nuts. Why would
No,
you?
I would.
But that was
literally
like back
rather
then in like
wrestle
the
a bear.
1930s and the 20s, I believe. I may not be right, but I believe it's like around that time that
I don't care. A chimp would still do that to me now. It's not like my bones got harder.
No, yeah.
If anything, they
I
probably
get
got
that, but
99.
no fucking venue is gonna set up a human versus a chimpanzee in a wrestling match.
That's fair.
If they do midget fights,
Got-
I feel like you could sell somebody on that.
Yeah. Oh, we could go to
PETA would be on
I
that
don't
quicker
know.
than a fucking fly on shit, dude.
You just gotta go to a country that does not have a lot of regulations.
So Mexico,
Where you can just go and do
go
it.
to
You can
Mexico.
probably do it in Mexico.
Dude, or fuck the venue, DIY. Buy the chimp yourself, film it, put it on
Yeah.
some kind of streaming service, and then charge people pay-per-view.
Bro, you'll
you
definitely get canceled by PETA.
That's fine. As
Dude,
long as
I
you
already
make
made the
millions,
money.
It doesn't matter. Okay, wait, hold on. Being canceled by PETA means nothing. We'll get canceled by the entire internet. I wouldn't give a shit if PETA tried to
Yeah,
cancel
dude,
us.
they hate everything.
But what if
No,
they took your
Yeah,
money?
nobody, no.
What if
What?
they took the money?
PETA won't win. PETA sues too many people to even like win actual court cases.
PETA
They
would have to
usually
come and
throw
take
most
it
of the money
themselves
that-
if they want my
yeah.
bread from fighting a chimp. You
That's
kidding me?
true.
Like I'm gonna
That's
go out
right.
like that?
If you
Dude, I fought a chimp and won, and you think you can litigate me into taking
Alright.
my money? Get the fuck out of here.
Boys, what do you think will win? Do you think bear or gorilla if they had to fight one on one?
grizzly bear versus
Gorilla.
silverback.
Yeah,
Gorilla.
Grizzly bear versus gorilla.
Gorilla.
Right?
Gorilla.
Well, the amount of times I've heard people say
Nah,
grizzly
gorilla.
bear is so
Dude,
baffling.
look at the reach advantage. I mean, if you taught a gorilla how to box, dude, it could kill any animal, an orca even.
The prime
Yeah.
species. Although,
I-
if it was the infamous
I-
bear
like,
that
the-
ate a
the
fucking
amount of,
kilo
like,
of coke,
podcasts
I
I've
would
listened
go
to
with the
that
bear.
brought that up.
If it was
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the bear
right.
that ate the kilo
if
of
it,
coke.
if it was
that was
if
a
it was
good
the
one.
infamous bear that ate the kilo of coke against the silverback gorilla, I would vote bear. But regular bear
Ooh.
versus gorilla.
I don't care what you
Bear
give the
versus
bear, the
kilo-
gorilla's gonna win.
Bear versus kilo of coke versus gorilla with kilo of meth.
Oh, gorilla.
Dude.
Gorilla.
No,
Yeah,
bear, because the
gorilla.
gorilla would be fucking dead.
That's fair. That is a lot.
That's so much.
Well, what is a substantial amount of meth for a gorilla? You think? What would be good enough to like get him so we'd be like
How do you get a
Quadruple
gorilla
the
right?
human? Quadruple the human, I guess.
yeah, 4 people's worth, and he would be like
Four-
in the zone.
four
I think if
doses?
you gave him 8 people's worth, he would be a menace.
What's a people's worth of meth?
I don't
Like a
fucking
gram?
know. That sounds like a lot.
I don't do math.
I don't know.
I don't do math.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you that.
I know someone that does.
Yeah, oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Is he?
I know a few people that do.
Yeah.
We should interview
Yes.
him all at once.
I do know. I
Yeah,
do know one.
yeah.
Should we bring that gentleman
Yeah.
on
No.
with his child?
I'd rather just find somebody who's actually high on meth and just bring him in.
Just find a guy on the street and put a mic in his face.
Yeah.
He would love that.
And
He
then-
wouldn't feel
Oh
paranoid.
my god.
Yeah. Be like, hey man, how do you feel about the government? And then just be in all black suits.
Oh, with the
Like
fucking
sunglasses.
earpiece and everything,
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
coily wire.
Really fucking get him going.
Can we have an earpiece, but it visibly shows that like it's not plugged into anything? Like it's a wired earpiece that like strings down all the way down her backs, but you just see that it's not actually plugged into anything.
So it's not even formal.
And you just film it off an iPhone, and the mic isn't even recording anything. It's just all off of an iPhone. It's just to freak him out.
What do you think about that as a video? Dressing up like Secret Service people and just like acting
Yeah.
really suspicious?
Dressing up like the FBI.
Yeah.
Do we get a?
Could
Will we get charged?
That's
for
just
No,
what I
I'm
was
just
thinking.
into fashion, dude.
That's just what I was thinking. Well, as long as we don't.
I
as long
guess
as we
no.
don't
We're
have
just
a,
like, hey, tell us how
as
your
long as
day
we don't have
is.
a badge and a blacked out vehicle, I
Yeah.
think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because then we're just
Yeah,
three
dude.
guys wearing
It's like my
suits and
car.
earpieces.
Yeah, dude. We're just having fun, man.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
We just like gadgets, dude.
Although
Yeah, man.
I do feel that if you went up to a meth head saying that you were FBI, he would be looking for that badge.
Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, hey, cool guy. What do you got in your mind?
That gives me an idea to help people with like meth psychosis. So
Yeah.
they think the government's after them, right? If you had an actor who would play the government, an FBI agent, for example, challenge them to a fight and then lose on purpose, they would probably think they had taken care of the problem.
No,
They
I don't
would
think
probably
so.
Really?
then
I don't think it's
proceed
as
to
simple as that.
believe that. they
I
could
would-
overthrow the whole government by themselves.
And then imagine
on
what he
an
could get
axe.
done. That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
We're
listen,
turning them
hear
into
me out,
productive
right?
members of society with that.
Hear me out.
Okay.
All right, it's a subscription service. One guy dresses as an FBI agent that fights the meth head. And it's like Family Guy, so like every like 4 or 5 episodes he pops back up again, and they have another fight sequence, and he'll be like, "I'll get you next time."
This kind of sounds like
And
bum
and
fights
they're
with
just-
extra steps.
It's bum fights with recurring characters.
With the cinematic universe, dude.
yeah, with an overarching storyline.
Yeah, dude. Bum fights with the theme.
Yeah.
Dude, have we pitched the fight app idea on here yet? Maybe we shouldn't,
Oh,
because
we
it's
haven't
good.
done that. that is gold. We need to copyright that
Yeah.
first before.
Yeah,
Okay,
before
yeah,
that gets thrown out
Yeah,
there.
we need.
Yeah, because I think we could make real
If
money
anybody, if anybody knows any app developers, hit us up. We have a
An
with
idea.
that. Screaming hot idea.
yeah we might have just found out a way to print physical money. So if you could get us in touch with any sort of app developer, that'd be
Please
nice.
don't
Yeah.
send us to
We'd love
anyone
that.
on Fiverr.
Fiverr will still work.
Some.
We thought about doing some stuff with Fiverr. I think Fiverr can be pretty useful
Yeah.
as long as we find the right
No,
people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you just gotta vet.
It's like anything. You just gotta find the
Yeah.
right people.
Let's just go on Craigslist.
I don't think you're gonna find the right people on Craigslist.
Dude,
Yeah, man. We
you
get
should see what
people
they make
seeking
on
people
Craigslist.
ads. Yeah, that's what my sister's husband does. He buys shit on Craigslist and then he fixes it and sells it.
I thought you were like, that's all. He just buys stuff on Craigslist
He
all
flips
day.
it. It's
Yeah.
essentially
Yeah,
house
he did.
flipping, but on Craigslist.
Yeah, but with cars and motorcycles and stuff.
Yeah.
People make good money doing that.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
can
he
get.
does.
There's a lot of people underselling their cars. Well, not now, but back then.
He'll just buy and he'll also buy car parts and stuff like that. He'll go to people that are selling the engine out of this car and he'll go and rip the engine
Yeah.
out
Oh, just okay. Wow.
and just have that. Just because the parts market could be it can be pretty lucrative.
Yeah,
good point.
You know what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Okay. More silence. Woo.
Actually, we
Well,
just hit an hour.
We
So if you
did.
guys
we
wanna
did
call it
hit an
there.
hour. We're at an hour 7.
Okay.
We could
Okay.
we could call it.
Um,
This is kind of a low energy episode, but we're this is gonna happen sometimes. We're all working men.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
all a little tired, a little stoned. That's how it is.
Yeah. I think my issue is that I got a little too high before.
I was good
before
at the beginning, but
episode.
then I fucking took a ripper there and
Yeah.
I was done.
Yeah. But
So thank you guys for
Everyone,
stopping
thank you
by
for,
at the Palace.
yes.
We appreciate you.
Make sure that you check out our socials. We're on Discord. We're on Twitch. On 3 different things. Logan, you have one, right? You have a Twitch?
Um.
Your show?
Yeah. What is it? Baby Manchego. Baby Manchego on
Baby
Twitch. That's me.
Manchego.
Joe, what's your Twitch?
yeah, we're gonna. Mine's it's Joe Bob. I'll put it in the description and stuff. We'll make sure to link all the proper socials
Yeah.
and Twitch.
I'll be
accounts,
down there. Mine's Broski
so
McDudester
you guys can.
on Twitch, and then there will be all different socials there. Check it out if you want. If not, go fuck yourself.
That's right. But please like and
Yeah,
subscribe.
yeah.
Even if you don't like it, just subscribe. Don't turn the notifications on, and just watch us on mute.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
us some help and forget about
Just-
us. Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
That's
all.
it.
Just that little boost to
So
get us
just
up
a little
there.
shot.
But anyways,
Just a little shot.
fellas, it was good talking.
Yeah,
It's been real.
that's it.
And we'll see it. We'll see you
That
next week.
concludes
Hopefully, I just didn't jinx us.
Episode 3. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a
It's
wrap.
a wrap. See
Boom.
you later, dickheads.
I'm stopping my recording.
Bye-bye.
now.